You do know that Trump and Republicans are laughing at how stupid you are, right?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
I'm Noah Lyons with the What's Really Going On podcast, and I'm going to share with you some numbers that Trump doesn't want you to know about ICE. So the first number I want you to know is 6. That's the number of just reported ICE shootings that have happened since December 2025. That also doesn't include the shooting yesterday of Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis yesterday. A lot of these cases have actually gone a little bit under the radar. This also includes a shooting of a Chicago U.S. citizen, a woman named Miramar Martinez. So in October, Martinez was shot several times by an ICE officer after the officer lied about colliding with her car and then bragged about shooting her to ICE officers in text messages. Kash Patel and other members of the Trump administration actually called Martinez a domestic terrorist, even though, more recently, a judge actually dismissed the case, citing that the officer lied about what happened. The next number I want you to remember is 20. That's the number of U.S. children that have actually been detained by ICE, including 2 that had cancer. Now that brings the total amount of U.S. citizens who have been detained by ICE up to 175. That also includes a California woman who had ICE break into her house while she was pregnant with twins. Now, while this raid was happening, outside of her house was Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, who was getting ready for a TV interview. Now, the next number I want you to remember is 2,000. That's the number of ICE officers that have come to Minneapolis within the last week. And it's worth flagging, they're there for a very specific reason. Now, for those who don't know, Minneapolis is actually the home to the largest Somali American community in the country. And notice how I said Somali American. Now, the next number I want you to remember is 12,000. That represents the number of ICE agents and officers that have actually been hired by the Trump administration since he took office, some of whom have got a $50,000 signing bonus. The next number I want you to remember is 100 million. That's the marketing budget that ICE and Homeland Security have actually used to try to hire 12,000 new agents, and in some cases they've even been targeting gun shows. Now the last number I want you to remember, hold my hand when I say this, 18.7 billion. That represents the annual budget that ICE will get over the next 4 years, thanks to Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. Now, if you're keeping score, that actually makes ICE one of the most well-funded fighting forces in the world. They actually have a higher budget than the militaries of Israel, Turkey, Spain, Italy, basically all but maybe 13 countries. So now ask yourself once again,